Hello, everybody. This is Eric Bryant, and I am the National Professionals Membership Chairperson for the National Society of Black Engineers. And this is one of a series of videos covering the reporting structure for the Chapter Health Initiative Professionals, or CHIP. And prior video, I covered two of the quarterly reports regarding administrative reporting, those being the quarterly Chapter Goal Progress Report and the quarterly Marketing Communications Report. In this video, we'll be covering the other two quarterly reports that are administrative in nature, those being the membership report and the quarterly financial report. And just a reminder, all of these can be found on the CHIP webpage. In a prior video, I covered how to navigate to the CHIP webpage, so I would refer you to that if you are unfamiliar with how to get to the CHIP webpage. I'm on the CHIP webpage here, and under the section called Streamline Reporting, you'll find all of the CHIP reports that would be submitted by a chapter. And the two reports of record that I'm referring to, the membership and financial report, are in this section of the page here under quarterly reporting. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the quarterly report for membership. A reminder, as I'm doing that, quarterly reports are due 1 month after the quarter of record for submission of the quarterly reports. Our quarters are covered based off of the fiscal year of NSBE, which is starting on August 1st and ends on July 31st. So first quarter is August through October, second quarter is November through January, and so on. If you viewed the prior quarterly report reviews that I recorded, you'll see that this report looks very much similar to the other reports. It starts exactly the same way. You're asked to enter your email address, your name, your member ID, and your member ID you can find on your profile in NSBE Connect, and your region. Second page looks exactly the same as well. You're asked to submit your chapter name, the position on the chapter, and I'm a general body member, so that's what I'll select, and then the quarter you're submitting for. A reminder here that if you're submitting for a quarter that has not been completed, show you again, it won't allow you to submit that report. So this is the page you'll come up to if you're submitting for a quarter that is not complete. So we'll go back. First quarter is complete, and so we will select that one and request the report for it. Quarterly report for membership is here, and it's one page, about 8 questions that we're asking for. We ask you for the number of local members of your chapter, and specifically, we have the ability to see through NSBE Connect the number of national members you have. So if you're collecting member dues, we ask that you share with us how many local members you have. And then the same question for the quarter of record. How many of those members did you add in that 3-month time period? We ask you to summarize your membership recruitment and retention efforts in the quarter, and to tie that to what your chapter strategy is for increasing membership in the chapter. We want you to summarize the way your chapter programming is having value as it relates to providing that value to your members. Talk about the successes or challenges that you're having in engaging members. Talk about any changes you would make to your strategy, particularly around your membership recruitment efforts. We ask you to share with us the ways that we at the national level and at the regional level can be helpful to you at the local chapter level in terms of engaging members. And then to the extent you're able to share, we ask you to tell us the level of membership satisfaction that your members are having in what your chapter is doing. And we want you to describe how you're determining that. So those are the questions that are associated with the quarterly membership report. It's an administrative report, and this is all of it. You click next, it goes to a splash page that wants to confirm that you've submitted all the answers that you wanted to, allows you to go back if there's something you want or need to change. And it also reminds you what other reports are available for you to complete as a part of the program. Fairly straightforward, but these are the questions you want to make sure you're preparing to answer when you're completing this form. I will exit that form and share with you the other administrative report that we ask to complete as a part of this video, which is the quarterly financial report form. Click through to that so you can see it. And again, the form looks the same for the first page. And so it asks for the same information. Page 2 asks for the same information. And this is the quarterly financial report. There are 9 questions associated with this. We ask you to share with us your revenue and expenses for the quarter, how many corporate sponsors you've added. If you haven't added any, you don't have to answer or list your corporate sponsors, but if you have added one, you want to share who those are. We appreciate that. We ask you to describe what your chapter has done in the way of financial operations in the quarter, and that includes things like your fundraisers, your receipt of in-kind support, things that you've had to spend money on, as well as the things you're doing to maintain your tax-exempt status. So in the quarter you submitted your GEN survey, be a good thing to record here in the report. We ask if you plan to seek funding support from NSBE. So if you're going to ask for chapter relief or you're going to apply for the National Programs Fund to get dollars to help support your activities and programming from the chapter, we want to have advance notice or have an understanding if you're planning to do that in the next 6 months. We'd also want you to supply to us what information about what activities you feel like you would seek financial support from NSBE for. And then there are 2 more questions listed here. These are optional. We ask you to upload the chapter budget as of the end of the quarter. So we want to see relative to your plan what kind of revenue and expense projections you've made as a result of what you've accomplished. And again, that's giving us a sense of how you're managing your finances successfully for chapter health purposes. And then if your chapter has a partnership or solicitation package, we'd ask you to upload a copy of it here. If it's something that you previously submitted, you don't have to submit it again if it hasn't changed. So if you submitted it in quarter 1, but in quarter 2, the question comes back up, you don't have to submit it that second time unless you've made a change to the solicitation packet, in which case we'd like for you to submit it again if something has changed. So that's really it. That's all the questions that are a part of this financial report form. Again, the goal here is to make these reports relatively conscript in terms of its content, make it easy for you to submit. We separated these sections out from the other sections so that you're not having to put all of it together and then submit it all at once. And so hopefully this will make it easier for you to simply submit the information that's relevant to this particular functional area and submit it when it's ready. Okay, so we covered all 4 of the administrative reports, that being the goal progress report, the membership report, the financial report, as well as the marketing and communications report. In subsequent videos, we'll cover the 4 programmatic reports that are part of the quarterly reporting for CHIP. And if you have any questions, by all means, email me at pebmembership@nsbe.org. If you found this video to be useful, make sure you drop a like on the video and also subscribe to the NSBE Professionals YouTube channel so you can find more content about the CHIP program and additional things that are happening within NSBE Professionals. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.